Hi Capricorn, welcome to this Tarot Love reading. My name's Sophia. So Capricorn, what I was getting was seeing is believing, and I was trying to pull on to your actual energy if you're Capricorn or your person's Capricorn. But with you, I couldn't feel anything. It was definitely, well, I want to see the results first. So it was more of that. So if there's a separation, you want to see how your person shows up before you invest or do anything further. That's the energy I was picking up. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn? This will be connected with the collective reading. I'll put it at the end of the video because I can feel that already. What's going on with Capricorn? I don't feel you've let your person go. You've left a space in your awareness, in your heart for them. But let's see. So Knight of Wands, High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. So the Knight of Wands is, I think that's what you want to let go of. I think you're like, I don't want this in and out playboy behavior. You want that to go. But intuition is here. Yeah, I feel with this intuition card, it's like you're really trying to, because the High Priestess is about, obviously, intuition, and she sits between these two pillars, but she's in the middle, which represents the middle pillar in the tree of life, because the tree of life has two pillars and there's a middle pillar. So there's something hidden. That's what the High Priestess represents. So you might have had enough with your person because you're just in and out casual. I don't want to be a secret, and feeling that there's deception, that something they're not telling you of why they're in and out and etc. But I'm feeling there's something about a reflection of you feeling left out, you not feeling good enough. So you're attracting that into your reality, this in and out. This Queen of Pentacles, it's interesting, this energy, Capricorn, is all separate. The Queen of Pentacles is to do with trying to feel stable. Okay, so I'm picking up, as I would say, you're very 3D, this word of 3D. You're very earthly. You're very, not like earthly and like Mother Nature. I mean like you could be watching television. You've got mates you go out drinking with. You do this as spiritual work, such as yoga, such as just doing tarot readings. Maybe put some crystals on your heart. That to me is 3D. If you think, oh, well, no, that's spiritual. No, go to my website. You'll see what spiritual is. Spiritual is unknown. If you're not doing the unknowns, because this is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the unknown, connected with the Kabbalah. No one really talks about, does the Kabbalah on manifestations. So it's like there's a separation. I'll give an example, which I feel with you. There's like, you go to your 3D job. Say you're an accountant, say you're a hairdresser, or you're a nurse. Don't matter if you're in, oh, well, I'm a nurse, I'm nursing people. That's still 3D. My program saves lives, and it's connected with spirituality. A nurse is 3D. There's something you do 3D, and then you could go home and then look at tarot readings, or you could go home and do yoga or meditation. There's something here that is a disconnect, and it's your person is showing you that alignment. Because the High Priestess to me is about your truth. I feel you was, as I would say, orphaned. Now, I wasn't orphaned, but me and my twin sister, she's called Jules Tarot on my subscription list. We had 4 brothers older than us. My mum was pretty much a single parent, and she was brought up that women were slaves to men. That was our culture. So we had to look after all our brothers. So we felt orphaned. And girls' children, we didn't have presents. We didn't have birthday presents. We weren't allowed friends. The boys had everything. It was 2 worlds we lived, me and my sister. When my mum died, her brothers were all teary and she tried her best. Me and my sister was like, what? It was fucked, our upbringing, right? They totally didn't understand our life, because your brothers and sisters don't really look at it that way. There's something here that you was rejected as a child and might have felt orphaned or different from how you were. Say you're galactic, I call it. Maybe your neuralistics and your thinking is different than others. And there's something here that is your person is showing you. And you're thinking, well, I'm going to go to work and do this enlightenment work separate, which you may be getting money from and saying you're a spiritual teacher. But at the end of the day, when you go in, it's more connected to your rejection. And it's like you're not seeing it. You're not connecting the dots. You're not confronting it. There's something here with that. And I'll tell you why, because he's got, look, see the things around his eyes, right? It's like you're not looking correctly. It's like you've got a blindfold on, but as with him, right, the things around his eyes, like he's looking through the blindfold. The High Priestess has a veil of illusion. It's like, it's a veil. There's something here that you're not seeing what your person is doing, and you're just like, oh, he's just an idiot coming in casually for casual sex. I'm like, what is it that I'm saying that he's showing you or she's showing you? This is what I'm getting with this energy. It's all different. But you think you're in your truth. There's no doubt. You're like, no, he's out of order. He just comes around and shags me. I'm decent. I go to work. I do nursing. I do hairdressing. And at the end of the day, I'm spiritual. I do a bit of meditation and yoga. Doesn't matter. If he was rejected as a child, rejection as a child is happening in the now. And this is what your person is showing you. This in and out rejection energy is because you was rejected. And you felt different on the outside. You might have felt like the black sheep or something like that. Something like that, or adopted, or felt adopted. That's why I was saying the adopted. Me and my sister felt adopted. We was in a family, but we felt different and adopted, pretty much. Knight of Wands to the King, Knight of Cups is about changing your way of seeing things. In my playlist, I talk about twin flame. Like, if you have a connection, divine connection, my person, I label it as twin flame. When he come round, most would say it was this, right? In for casual sex and go. I changed it to that. My person comes round and he chills with me. He watches telly. He might not stay, but he tries his best. He works 12 hours a day. He worked nights, and then he come back, right? Is how you perceive things. It's absolutely how you perceive it. And I talk about it in how I got with my person over the years. This is how it started. And then he eventually stayed longer. He stayed the day, then he stayed 2 days. But if I was just saying, fuck off, stop coming like this, I accepted that because that's how it goes. And it's about what you accept and then change your perception. Something about perception here. The Knight of Swords, look, there's all these knights. What's going on there? The Knight of Swords is about how you look at things. Look, he's showing you how to look at things. Look at him looking at things. It's like your head is clouded, so your person or you could be doing smoke or stuff that you think takes you to higher mind, but you're negative inside, so it affects you negatively. It's like how you see things, and there's something about how you want him to move in with you, or how living together with the Knight of Cups, how inside you see, I don't know, but it's like inside you would see your person and how they have to, it's a massive change, how they can't move towards you so fast as you want. So this is what they offer at the moment. Although the Knight of Wands, and people say the Knight of Wands is casual sex and stuff, that's an insult to me, to men. Because men, this TV, this player thing, men don't really do that. Men don't wake up and think, oh, fuck that, I'm just going to go around Sophia's and just shag her and go. It's an insult. It's just like saying, oh, women just want to be mums and look after the mum all day at home. It's the same thing. Men don't get up and be players. When they've got situations, generally it's circumstances. They don't just go and, like, I'll give an example. Say you meet someone on a website, dating website, right? Obviously, right, there's loads of women. I go on there, I'm chatting to a few men at the same time. So I chat to one, I meet that one, whilst I'm arranging to meet someone else, right? Then so I'm meeting that one, and then he might still say, okay, it didn't work out, but still chat to me online, we're friends. Then I meet someone else, and okay, he's all right, then I go and date him. But whilst I'm just coming off the site because I'm still chatting to this one, then your twin flame comes in, but you're already dating this one. So to you, it looks like a player. I'm just saying, it's always circumstances. Men don't go to dating sites realistically, right, and say, I want to date this one, this one, this one, this one. They don't. It's an insult to men. But to you, it's coming across that. It's like, go within and you will see him as something like this flighty energy, this in and out, is not really your person. He's growing and he's learning, and allow him to learn to be with you longer. And it's not like, okay, can you stay here one day and then next week you stay here 2 days? I never said that to my person. He got to see that I was fine with him coming here, and then he's like, okay, you know what, I felt I'm just going to stay till I go to work. Because he used to come from work, literally fall asleep, right, try to keep himself awake because he just done a 12 hours night shift, but try to keep awake till we watch the film, sleep, get up and go. Knight of Wands. I saw it as, wow, he comes all the way from, because it took him an hour to come, where he lived like 20 minutes from his job, an hour on 2 trains and a 20-minute walk to see me, to then try to stay up. I could see his eyes was all red, not from smoke, well, that comes into it, but from being tired, then fall asleep, then go home to wash, to get his packed lunch to go. Then he was like, oh, actually, she ain't saying nothing. I might just stay here. Have you got some bread so I can make a sandwich? This is how it goes. Then they progress to the night of, it's like baby steps. But it depends which one you want it to be at. You go in. Because, look, the 10 of Wands is underneath you. It's not underneath your person. This burdens is because you're refusing. You're like, no, I'm the better person. I'm the one who's stable. I'm the one who does the spiritual stuff. He's the player. And like I said, this is all perception. It's all perception. Your person might have got with someone who they thought was suited to you, then met you, and is like, well, this is my person. I'm coming to see my person. Allow them the time to move from that person. They are not the cups. You are the feminine, man or woman. They are not the cups. They don't feel where the emotions feel to do it your way. They do it their way. And whatever it is, it's going to be, you're lucky it's not a page. There's night here, right? So that's probably coming in the night. But Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. So it's like your way of seeing it. Go within and see how you see it. Knight of Swords coming towards you quickly to move in. That's probably what you want. But what you're getting is Knight of Wands. Player. Because you're not, what you doing about this rejection? You're just playing with that reject. You're not even doing anything. You're not even addressing it. And if you're like, what's that got to do with it? Well, that's why you're a divine being. To work out this intuition. Because if you had sexual abuse, I'm just saying, in the past, you have it now. Unless you learn to shift that energy, which no one really talks about. I've heard an actual tarot reader talk about it. She's like, oh, you're shifting the energy, now you're going into... But she didn't say how to do it. She didn't have programs how to do it. She just read a reading. She's like, oh, you're shifting into this energy. Yes, it's true. Tarot readers, oh, this is the energy of Scorpio. It's energy. And if you were sexually abused, that's a negative energy, obviously. If you was abandoned, negative energy, obviously. So there is no time on this planet, because if there was, you wouldn't be able, you wouldn't be listening to tarot, because I'm talking about your past, your present and your future. So they're in the clock, is there? So you had neglect as a past, right? So you felt rejected. So that negative rejection energy is still within you, High Priestess. So that's why you attract someone who's in and out. And as you are the cups, you have to sort this, transmute that, and then you have someone come to as the Knight of Cups, and that transmutation is easy to do once you work on it, right? It's not known how to do it, hence my programs, hence this community. But once you do it, it happens quickly, then changing from the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups, Knight in shining armor. But you have to do it, because I said the burdens is under you, but you think it's this. It's not that. It's you pretending you're stable. It's not pretending. You probably are stable, right, and enlightened. So why is the 10 of Wands underneath you? So that's your reading. If you want an image reading with me or some whatevers, go check out the website and I can help you sort this out. So I hope you like this reading, Capricorn. Speak to you later.